Work with me. Okay, awesome. Halloween strength, full body. Get ready. We're gonna get a 2-minute warm up in here. Start your watches if you have them. You can watch the lovely snow come in behind us. We are in Minnesota, so why not? Okay, step touching here. We'll get that heart rate up before we do some strength. We got 4 rounds of strength work and 1 round of core. We'll do 1 more on each side. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna bring that shoulder across here. Again, full body strength. We're gonna try to get all the muscle groups here today. Over the head and other arm. Let's warm up those legs. Okay, reverse lunge here. Side body stretch. Really tucking those hips under so you can feel it in the front hip. Awesome. Make sure you're breathing throughout this warm up here. And 1 more on each side. Big deep stretch here, opening up those hips. Switching sides last time. Deep breath. Okay, we're gonna go into some hamstring scoops here. Scooping under, opening up those hamstrings, those calves, flexing those toes towards your knee. Big arm circle backwards as you press that leg down to meet the ground. Woo! Keep breathing. We have about 30 seconds left here before we get started. Take any last movements you need to feel ready here. Maybe some wrist rolls, ankle rolls. Grab those weights. We're gonna get started here in 10 seconds. Our first exercise, sumo squat. Wide feet, weights at heart center. We're squatting down and up. Join me here. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We got 4 exercises per round. We're gonna complete those rounds about twice each. Glutes and inner thighs help you stand up. Good work. Set your pace now. How are you going to show up for the rest of class? Start it now. Woo! Less than 10. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay. Set one of your weights off to the side. Next exercise is going to be a tricep overhead. Elbows close to your head. Head of your dumbbell comes up to meet the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Tricep overhead skull crusher here. Feeling it in the back of our arms. Ribs in the front are coming together. No arching in your back. Keep moving. Woo! Good work. Feel the burn. Less than 10. We got 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay, picking up your other weight. We're gonna go into a Romanian deadlift. So, weights are out here in front of you, hinging at your hips, sending your sit bones backwards, and coming back up to stand. Join me here, 45 seconds of work. Only a micro bend in your knee as you're hinging your hips and standing up tall, opening up the back sides of your legs, contracting them to stand. Shoulder blades are out of your ears. Core is pulled in, making sure you're protecting that low back as you're hinging. Nice work, everyone. Slow and controlled. Five more seconds. Okay, last one. then you're done. Okay, keeping those weights in your hands, we're going for a narrow row. So, hinge at their hips once again. Elbows point directly behind you, rowing backwards. 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds on the clock. Think about those shoulder blades coming together in the back. Biceps are next to your rib cage as you pull those weights back. Try to be slow and controlled on the way down. Good work. This is the last exercise of this round. We get a nice break. Keep it up. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! 25-second break in between rounds. Grab some water. Woo! Okay, second round. Grab a little bit lighter weights. We're gonna go start with a bicep curl. Here, you can choose hammer curl or wide arm bicep curl. We'll go here in 3, 2, and 1. Curling up. Option here, one at a time. Woo! Slow and controlled on the way down. We don't want any swinging motion. Our muscles are controlling this movement. Good work. Keep going. Slow and controlled. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Next exercise, second exercise of round 2. We're going for a lateral lunge here. My weights are on either side of my knee pointed forward, toes pointed forward, glute pointed directly back. Join me here, 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds on the clock. Alternating legs. Hinging at your hips and squatting your legs at the same time. It's a dynamic movement. Toes pointed forward the whole time. Woo! Keep breathing. 10 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay. We're keeping these same weights in your hands. We're gonna go for a chest fly. So, again, slight hinge in your hips, chest fly here. 3, 2, 1. Shoulder blades come together in the back. Slow and controlled, like you're wrapping your hands around a beach ball. So that my arms are just coming out to the side, not overhead at all. My palms stay facing the ground the whole time. Slight hinge in those hips. Control on the way down. Control. Woo! 10 seconds. We got 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay, set one of those weights down. Final exercise of round 2. Before I go back up to round 1. Single leg RDL. This can be from a B stance here with a propped knee, or float that leg here. We'll do the second leg, round 1. Let's go. So pick your leg. I want this to be really slow and controlled on the way down. That weight stays close to your leg. Control on the way back up. Again, modification here. Propping that foot up for more stability. Core pulled up and in. You got 10 more seconds left. round 2. Let's go. Okay, water, towel off. We're gonna do round 1 once more. So we're going back up to that sumo squat. 10 more seconds rest here before we grab both of those weights. Okay, prepare. Grab those weights, feet out wide. 3, 2, 1. Down and up. My toes are pointed out really wide here. My knees are still tracking over my toes. Woo! Again, slowing my tempo down a little bit. Using my inner thighs and glutes to stand up. Woo! Good work, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Set one of those weights off to the side. Okay, back to those overhead triceps, elbows pointed forward, top of the dumbbell goes up to the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Pressing up tall. Slowly lower that dumbbell. Again, you're controlling, not gravity. Make sure you have a nice neutral spine here. No arching in that low back. Elbows point forward. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay, we're grabbing double weights again. Double leg Romanian deadlift. We just did single leg, we're going back to double leg. So, weights at your hips starting here. 3, 2, and 1. Opening up those hamstrings and contracting them up to stand. Only a micro bend in your knee, hinging at your hips, sending your sit bones backwards. Neck is in a neutral position. Slow and controlled. Good job. Keep it up. 10 more seconds. Pull that core up and in. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Last exercise of round 1. Narrow row. Again, hinging that hips. Rowing backwards. Elbows pointed behind you. Biceps next to your rib cage will go here in 3, 2, and 1. Narrow row. Getting those shoulder blades together in the back. Think about your lower shoulder blades, the tips of those shoulder blades coming together. That slight hinge in your hips helps to make this movement possible. Slow on the way down. 10 more seconds, push through. We got a break after this. We got 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay, set those weights off to the side. Grab some water. We got about 20 seconds here. Hopefully everyone stays warm for this Halloween. Eat some candy, celebrate well. Grab those weights. We're going back to bicep curls here. 3, 2, and 1. Wide arm bicep curl or a hammer curl. You choose your choice. Option, one at a time. Start of round 2. You got this. Next round, we're on the floor. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, second exercise, round 2. Lateral lunges. Stepping out to the side here. Toes pointed forward, knees pointed forward. We're gonna go here in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Toes pointed forward, knees pointed forward. Glutes, send them back. Nice. Also, option here, stay stationary with your feet. Just move your hips from side to side as you're bending into that squat. Woo! Keep breathing. You can do it. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay. Weight stay in your hand. Going for that chest fly. Imagine you're wrapping your arms around a beach ball that's in the front of you, resting on your legs. Out to the side, wrapping around. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Hinge at your hips, chest fly. Arms around that beach ball. Shoulder blades come together in the back. Wrap around. Option here can be 1 at a time. Chest fly to one side, chest fly to the other. Great option. If you want to grab lighter weights, you do a raise. Ten seconds left. 1 at a time. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, set one of your weights down. Remember what you did the first time. I did my right leg, so I'm going to do my left leg this time for my single leg Romanian deadlift. Okay, guys, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Float that leg up. Coming back up to stand. Again, option for that B stance here. So we're just kickstanding that leg next to us. You choose. Slow and controlled. The weight stays close to your leg as you come back up to stand. Woo! Guys, this is our last exercise before we're on the floor. Let's go. Hips are pointed down at the floor. Less than 10. Good work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay, guys. Little break here. Let's head down to the floor. Grab water. Take a deep breath. We're going into our last round of work here. So, first exercise, I'm going to show you what's going on. You're doing a plank pull through, pulling that weight to the other side. So you're resting on one hand as you're pulling it through. Option to be on your knees. We'll go here in 3, 2, 1. Pulling to the other side of the mat. Make sure there's no hyperextending of those elbows. Make sure your hips aren't rocking. If your hips are rocking, get a wider base of support. Widen those legs. We're only here for about 25 more seconds. You can do it. Wrists over your shoulders. Shoulders over your wrists. 10 seconds. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, laying on our backs now for the rest of class. Weight goes overhead. Isometric hold as we lower one leg at a time. We'll go here in 3, 2, 1. Hold it high. Lower that leg. Low back should be flush with the floor. There should be no gap under that low back. That means your belly button's pulled towards your spine. Keep breathing. Good work, guys. You're crushing it. 10 more seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay, option to have that weight go onto your hips for a hip bridge. Option to ditch the weight, no weight needed. We're gonna hip bridge here. Weights in our heels. We're gonna use our glutes for power. Join me here, let's go. 45 seconds on the clock. Hip bridges. Heels under your knees. Pressing tall into that hip bridge. Weights in your heels. You should feel it in your glutes. Woo! Only one more exercise after this. Get pumped. Keep it up. Less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Ow! Okay, last exercise, guys. Way to make it through with this strength. We're going Russian twist. You can use your weight from side to side. Heels can be hovering, heels can be down. No weight needed. Join me here for our last exercise. 45 seconds on the clock. Let's go. Woo! That elbow reaches backwards. Elbow shoulder connected. Make sure you're getting into that oblique. We're stretching after this. Give it your all. Woo! Ten seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice work, everyone. Set that weight off to the side. Let's come back here. Figure 4 stretch. We just did some hip bridges. Let's release those. So, right ankle over your left knee. Pulling in that leg for that lovely hip stretch. And switching sides. Make sure you're breathing into these stretches. Take another deep breath in. And then let's rock up here. We're gonna do a nice forward fold over. You can do straight legs or a little bit of a butterfly here. Whatever feels best for you. Again, opening up those hips. Instead of this class next week, we're gonna have pickleball. 11 to 1. Sign up on Mind Body. It's gonna be fun. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Pickleball at work, what more could you want? Okay, we're gonna come scoot those feet forward. Glutes meet your feet. Fingertips pointed towards your feet. We're gonna open up our front of our shoulders here. Should feel really nice. Just gentle stretch here, don't push it too much. Also, if you're sick of your Halloween candy today, your kids had too much, you've had too much, we're doing a donation box outside the fitness center. Join me here, sitting forward, and do some side body stretching. And switch sides. So, donate your candy all next week. We're gonna be making care packages for troops overseas, so your candy will be going to good use. Woo! Okay, hands on your knees. We're gonna take some neck rolls here to finish out. One more each side. Roll and stretch. Woo! And that was our Halloween strength. Thanks so much for joining. Hope you're feeling good. Ending October off with a bang.